Hello there. Welcome to the Living Room podcast. I'm your host today, Brian, and as you know, this is Jason and Dom. Yeah. Today we actually have a special guest. His name is Esteban. Esteban, what brings you to the podcast?
You invited me here, but I wanted to figure out what the whole podcast thing is. I've never done it before, as far as I know. Yeah,
that's cool. So, how's your weekend been?
Weekend's been tiring. I went to a quinceañera yesterday, so I'm like tired. Yeah, just a lot of drinking and shit. So
okay, was it like family members?
Yeah, drinking and dancing. Yeah, good food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it like a family member's quinceañera?
Yeah, my dad's side.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I haven't seen them in a while, so it was nice to like kind of regroup.
Yeah, those things are crazy. People be like dropping a couple of G's weird for those.
Yeah,
fancy as fuck
for sure.
Super fancy.
Like banquet halls, whatever. Like they basically get like dresses as if like prom-esque. Essentially, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was bougie for sure, and it's close by. It was close by here too. Like somewhere like maybe a little bit north on Milwaukee. Yeah, but it was nice.
So did you end up like staying up all night, and that's why you're tired?
No, I had to go back again because the dog was by himself. So I was like, shit, I'm just gonna take him for a walk. But
how old's the dog?
My dog is like a puppy, so he's like a year and 6, I think. Coming.
What kind of dog is it?
He's like a mixed Labrador, and he's got a couple other things. I haven't done a DNA test, but he's like a black-mouthed cur, I think, is also another one.
Okay.
So yeah, I just had to go back. I didn't want to leave him by himself, and because nobody else was home. So
right. Yeah. I know with puppies, it's like they have a problem with like chewing a lot of things. Is that like has you had a problem with like chewing wires of yours or shoes, clothes, furniture even?
Yeah. I mean, definitely the furniture happened, but I think now he's kind of growing out of it. It's kind of like when it is with kids, I guess. Like they stop doing like the crayons and all that shit, that it's just like they get to
crayons on the wall.
Yeah, like it really is like that. And then it's like now he's kind of he's picking up different behaviors and he's doing different things that it hasn't been a problem, thankfully. But I mean, he still steals my fucking shoes and shit like that, or my socks.
So you hide them around.
I have to hide shit around, so it's like that. But my god, thankfully it's not the wire thing. There's this girl that I know, she has a bunny. And I was over her house on Saturday, and her fucking bunny was like biting every cord. Oh, no. And she has like these plastic things that cover the wire, so like he doesn't chew, and she can hear it whenever it's trying to chew. So,
does she let the bunny roam free, or is it in like a
most of the time
cage?
He has like a cage for him, and then like he puts like hay and stuff on it. I guess.
Right.
I don't know. I've never really seen anybody with a bunny as a pet, so that's also new. Like it's usually cats or dogs. But
I had one a long time ago.
Yeah. No, I mean it's cute, and it's like just getting on the bed and all that shit. It's like it's funny.
So what kind of pets have you had besides your dog?
None pet. No, not really.
This is your first pet.
Yeah.
Like ever?
I mean, we had a dog that we took up for a little bit, but it was like
you're fostering them, right?
Yeah, it was kind of like that because the dog didn't have a home, and then like I think we were just taking care of it for a while, but it wasn't a permanent thing.
Yeah, it's foster homes. With
but
dogs.
It was nice. It was a nice experience. I mean, it definitely helped with this. I think for sure.
Yeah, because with the foster home, they try to like make sure the dog is ready for adoption and being in a home environment. Right. Yeah. So that's why they test trial it basically with a family. Yeah. So that's probably the experience.
Because like even behaviors are like they don't even show up originally. Like I mean with this dog, they said that like when I adopted him at the shelter, like like it's gonna take some time for him to show his actual like what he is. Because like he's just gonna be scared and just little things like that. So
that's kind of surprising. Usually puppies are more energetic, outgoing. I think
wild.
Yeah, I think usually if it's a dog that's been through a lot, like the dog fighting rinks and stuff like that, or on the streets, so they're in their shell for so long. So like once they're in that setting of being in a home, it takes some time to like let their guard down because of can I actually trust this person because previous people have like done me wrong in the past. But the crazy thing with dogs is just like a lot of them are like short-sighted and are forgiving on that. So that's why they call it man's best friend.
I like that. It's so true though. I mean, I think he really is because I could take him anywhere, and even now I haven't traveled with him yet, but I want to do that eventually. Just even like a short drive to Indiana or some shit like that would be nice.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Didn't you get your dog with your ex?
No.
I think I bought it together because
No. I got the dog. I think it was like the 14th last year, and then like she came over and visited that day, and we just took him out. We were like grabbing food and just kind of showing him around, like like the environment and just like sounds, things like that, because they said it is important. But he couldn't even be on the leash. I remember we had to carry him because he was so little still, so he like fit on my arms and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So we were just carrying him.
Yeah.
But no, she fucking hated him, honestly. Like, he
Damn,
doesn't
that's a
like
red
dogs.
flag.
Say red flag.
Well, yeah, she doesn't even like pets and stuff.
Oh,
She had like a
That's
hamster.
also a red flag.
I think that's
Yeah.
I don't think it's
I don't know. Like if you don't like
some people-
animals,
It's a big deal, and especially, I mean, now it is for me. But even before that, I mean, it's kind of, it has to be like something there for you not to like animals.
For real, something
I
that
think
happened.
so. Yeah,
maybe
I-
something traumatic. Maybe
And that's
could have
true. I
happened.
mean, I was telling this girl that I used to have a fear of dogs when I was a kid because this little thing happened when I was walking from school back home or something, and then this huge ass like black dog came at me. I forgot what kind of breed he was, but it scared the shit out of me for years. To like, I guess college is when I started to get into the dog thing more and just not being afraid.
I think
know.
with me, because even people itself, my dad was telling us when we got our dog, it's like I was fearful of dogs regardless of size because I have this fear of like possibly being bitten or whatever. Some people have trauma because of that.
yeah.
But I think once you like house a dog, it like lessens like your fear of dogs, and then you could like approach any type of dog without like being scared of it. So that's kind of how I came to like not being fearful of dogs now. So
Yeah.
maybe that's the same.
I
You asked them.
totally agree. Yeah, because I think that dog that we took care of, like for the foster time period that we had him, right? I think that definitely did because I think he was like a pit bull or something. So like a boxer pit bull mix. So it's like he definitely looks frightening and all that, but no, he was really sweet. Like those like this is the thing. Breeds get a bad rep, and I've talked to with like vets and people that are like really into dogs. Like they just like say that it's just really like the bad rep is like really what gets the dogs that reputation, and it's just sad, because they're really sweethearts at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Especially pit bulls. It sucks, like especially if you're like renting somewhere. A lot of places don't allow you to have like a pit bull.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Because of the bad rep it has, and
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, they're sweet dogs.
Yeah,
You
just
gotta
once
train
you
them
get,
properly.
it's basically the trainer, the owner.
Yeah.
Because the bad rep because of the dog fighting and the probably bad training from their owner and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's not really the dog's fault at all, but every now and then it's a small chance of it being the dog's fault, but mostly the owner's.
Yeah. Have you guys ever been bitten by a dog or any kind of animal?
My dog's bit me. So
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no,
she's a small dog, so
I think I've been bit by a hamster before.
Oh,
Really?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
new. I haven't heard that.
how's
Like while
that?
you were holding it, it just kind of like jumped
I
on
think
you.
I had one. I stuck my finger in the cage.
Oh,
Thought it was food.
Yeah, exactly. I was like carrot or something.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Dang.
I thought it would have like jumped from your hand to your neck or something.
No,
Like,
no.
then you were just like a
You're like a
vampire.
vampire.
I was being a stupid kid.
Yeah.
No, I think just like a cat, but like it's playful
Oh,
because,
same.
because
Yeah.
but there's like I thought it was gonna be like rough, but because my friend, Alec, right? So he got like 2 cats now, and like one of them is like really playful, like scratching and all that, and it's like the bite wasn't as bad as I thought. It didn't hurt, but it's just maybe because they were holding back. I don't know. I haven't had a cat, so I can't really say.
Yeah.
It's probably worse with the cat getting clawed.
I would say scratch a lot.
yeah.
Oh no, yeah, that is like painful as fuck. Especially when they're little, they really because they don't get their nails filed or anything, so it's like really
dig
it
it.
hurts. And I have like the scars and stuff.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
Yeah, like this was years ago too, but
Yeah, I've definitely been bitten by a cat when I was at like my aunt's place in the Philippines, and I wasn't sure if it had like any kind of like rabies shot.
But,
so I
like,
was taking big risks.
In the Philippines, was your mom's cat or your aunt's cat like domesticized, or was it like? Because I know in the Philippines, a lot of them they keep them outside, so they aren't like house like here in the West.
It's inside like in a cage, but not like actually in the house.
It's in a cage, so yeah, it's not really domesticized, or that's the word.
But it was like a new cat, so I wasn't sure. But
so maybe it goes back to Esteban's point of like, was it a kitten?
because that's a big difference.
I think it was
Yeah.
older.
Uh,
Yeah,
Oh,
I was so I was playing around with it, and like usually it's pretty friendly, and I was like petting it. But then if you pet it a little too hard, they freak out and they'll like bite. And
Yeah, some cats do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
different personalities. I mean, it's funny. It's like I noticed that with Alex cats. Like literally, they're all different. One is more shy, and one is more outgoing than the other. And they love
Yeah.
pets, and they don't.
Yeah. No, you learn consent from cats. Like you just have to like read their body language. And,
It's
Yeah,
like
that's
one
what
of
it
the
is.
few animals I think that are like that because like dogs, they don't care.
They don't
Like
care.
they
They're
just
just
love people and all of
hyper.
that. Yeah.
yeah.
But cats are definitely like very independent and picky, which is interesting. Yeah.
That's a good thing though, because say if you're going on vacation and you are out for like a week,
Yeah.
you like preload their food, but they're smart enough to ration it out.
They'll be fine.
That's also
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's true.
They're self-sufficient and independent as bonus.
So are cats superior to dogs?
It depends on what the points are.
Yeah.
I think dogs are smarter.
Think so?
Yeah.
cats are pretty smart too.
On
Yeah.
average, maybe.
Like maybe I think that's kind of
I
like
can
But
see it
dogs
go
are
either
also
way.
more emotional.
they really are. Yeah,
Yeah.
They are. I don't know. I mean, I like both. The only reason I haven't been able to have a cat is because I have an allergy to cats.
Oh, damn.
So
To certain breeds, and so my friend Alex cats, like I start like flaring up and I start like sneezing like uncontrollably and all that. That every time I have to take a pill just to go
Wow.
if I'm gonna stay for like an hour or plus. But yeah, no, I mean I love cats so much.
I think it's just the perspective of it all. I think people are more prone to navigate or be attracted to dogs because of the companionship aspect.
Very
That's
affectionate
something,
and
yeah,
stuff,
that's
yeah.
something that you can't get with a cat because
Yeah.
they kind of just do their own thing. So I think that's why people are more prone.
Yeah, and
to
I
dogs,
I
but I mean,
definitely
there's
got
other
my
sides.
dog because I wanted to like walk and like go on really long walks and be more active because
Yeah.
that was really my goal starting from last year. I guess till now I'm still doing it like 15 minutes or plus. Going on hikes, things like that. You can't do that with a cat, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I know there's people that actually walk
Outdoor
their cats.
cats, yeah.
Like my friend Alex has been trying to do it, and he has a harness for them, but they just don't want to go out.
Really?
Like, and get in it. Yeah, they just start freaking out. So
Yeah.
Huh.
Because like certain personality types, like if you're more extroverted, you're more likely to have a dog. A lot of introverts I know like have a cat as well.
Huh.
yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know if
think
you
about
ever
That's an
like, really
interesting
thought
point
about
for
it.
yeah,
sure.
that's interesting. Though. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I
think-
can see it being the other way with like dogs at least. People like, because there's lazy dogs too. So if someone's
Oh, yeah.
introverted,
Yeah, like the
you could stay in with a lazy dog.
I think
too.
most dogs are extroverted, no?
Mostly, but it can be rare, I guess, if they're not. But like he said, like there's breeds. Like I think the French bulldogs are more lazy and they just like they're couch potatoes, so they don't want to like
Yeah.
do anything. They'll walk, but yeah, they just
Yeah.
loot if they're outside or something.
Yeah.
Same with dachshunds. Dachshunds are known for being very lazy dogs
Oh
too.
yeah,
So
that's true.
just depends on the breed,
Yeah.
and obviously not all are 1-to-1, but their
Mm-hmm.
what do you
Yeah.
call it? Their personality makeup could be different, but most are prone to be this certain way.
Yeah. My friend has a Shiba, and that Shiba doesn't make noise at all.
Really?
It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
chill, and it just looks pretty.
I wanted to
love
get a
those.
Shiba. Yeah,
They're
Yeah,
pretty dogs.
I think I was close. I think it was like what 500 for a little puppy.
That's not
Something like
bad.
that. Yeah. Yeah. No, the only thing I saw is like one of my friends that was a vet said it could potentially be like a little aggressive, but I think it just depends on the dog. I don't think it's the breed, but they're really clean dogs. Like one of the things when I was researching about the breed was that even when they pee and stuff, like they cover it up. Like they like
Oh,
throw
really?
dirt on
Oh.
it to cover it up, which is really rare. I was like, I didn't even know how
That's
dogs could do that. Yeah, I know cats do that. Like sometimes
Dogs do that when they poo though.
Oh really?
Yeah,
that's
I was
worse,
surprised.
bro.
Yeah, mine is.
Yeah, my dog would like
Like
just kick the grass when she poos
When- and cover it.
Cover it, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I heard that like so like don't dogs see their humans as like a master, but then cats
They're the master, right?
They're the master.
not only that, like
Shots.
they see their human as like a big cat. They
Oh,
don't even
really?
see them as like a human.
Yeah.
So they're just like the big cat that attends to them.
They wait, so there's tests for this, and like the
No, I just read this somewhere.
Oh, really?
You see this as big cats.
That's how they like perceive humans as just like really big cats.
I mean,
that
so there
take
had to
care
be
of them.
tests though. They can't just like
That's interesting.
write an
Yeah,
like
article
a
just to
study.
write an article
For that, yeah.
I just made it the
Made it
I know, bro.
yeah.
Some animal studies. I don't know how they conduct
Yeah, how they
these
test that?
studies.
It's interesting though.
I don't
Because
know.
they have to probably get in their like brain to see like their neurological like connections and how they see.
See this as big
Yeah.
cats.
Yeah.
They're probably like animal psychologists.
No, definitely.
Yeah, of course.
Hmm.
That's why like monkeys and stuff like that are being tested on.
Yeah.
The nature versus nurture stuff like that. You've seen those in our science classes. So
Yeah.
No.
Would you guys ever own a monkey? Pretty fun.
Yeah, I always thought of that.
No.
There's this episode of this old show, Drake and Josh.
Yeah, I was
They-
thinking about that too.
and that's I always think about that when it's
Wasn't it like a Bobo?
yeah. I love that. That's probably like one of my most memorable episodes from the show. For
Well,
sure.
because the guy tried to eat a
that
monkey.
was But that's so. But it's like even it's seeing that as a kid and you're getting exposed to that. It's like there's like this whole dark side into like animals and like trafficking and all that
Yeah.
shit. Like it's crazy that you would even be exposed to that so early on. But it's legit. Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite Drake and Josh episode, there's two. One of them was like Drake and Josh went to the teacher's house to do something, and then she had a Rottweiler as the dog, and they all hid in the bathroom because they were scared of it.
Oh my god!
And then they tried to escape. I think Drake jumped on the fan to escape from the house. And then they had like the doorman like come into the bathroom too.
Oh my God.
And then he started creating something with the soap in the bathroom.
I think he was like carving it.
Yeah, he was carving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Dang, yeah.
Wasn't it
Throwback.
Josh who was doing that? I think he was just kind of like bored, like waiting for so long.
Was this some other guy?
No, it was like some doorman.
Like he
Oh.
came,
And he
into
came
the
into the bathroom because he was scared of the dog too. Because they
yeah.
left the front door open
Okay.
because they
Yeah.
so he was like, "Oh God, delivery!" He saw the dog. First instinct is running away. He ran into the bathroom.
I like how this just ties back to dogs
I
again.
know, it's all with dogs.
I like
it.
Rottweilers.
And then the other one that was my favorite, Drake and Josh, was like one with they saw aliens and Megan brought in someone to be like an alien to scare Drake and Josh, and then their parents came in, and the alien cosplay guy was just chilling on the couch, and then his dad saw him, and he's like, the alien dude's like, "Sup?" And then like the dad got scared and jumped out the window.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta rewatch that one now. I remember it, but
Come
barely,
back now,
you
yeah.
know.
It's like vaguely remember it.
Oh man.
Oh, I thought you meant like it's coming back. Like there's gonna be.
Oh no,
like
no,
a-
no, no! It's been like
Oh,
I don't like reboots.
No.
Like,
there's been a lot of talks of
like they
shows
did with like
reboots.
that.
Every show it feels like they're rebooting now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they brought back iCarly, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they
Yeah, but
did.
it's
They
not-
made a more mature version from what I
haven't
heard
seen
of
it.
it. Yeah.
Ooh, like X-rated.
just like more.
Kinda
I think
weird.
it's on Paramount or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. But like
Makes
just
sense.
more like stuff they couldn't do with Nick, I guess. Maybe
Gotcha,
more
gotcha.
freedom.
Do you guys remember the episode of Drake and Josh where they were stuck in the treehouse?
Yeah,
that
one
one-
too. I
that
would
one
say
was-
that's
that was a
another
That
good
one
one.
is
one.
just like, "How do we leave?" He's like, "The door's right here."
You had one job.
They made so many memes out
Yeah.
of that scene where it's
Yeah,
like green
kind
screen.
of
They're like in Minecraft or shit like that, and there you have the pickaxe. I don't know.
He didn't cut the door
Yeah.
like opening before closing it, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Okay, so how are we supposed to get out?" He's like, "Well, we get the saw, and then we cut the door." He's like, "Okay, where's the saw?" He's like,
It's
"It's on the
outside.
ground." And they called Megan, and Megan was, I think she was at like an amusement park. Or
No, I think she was
something.
at the theater.
She
She
was-
was at
yeah,
the
she was
theater
at the
where
theater.
Josh works.
No, because they were gonna miss like the ride that they wanted to go on. Or-
Oh no, you're right.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, you guys are stuck in the tree house," and then I think she ended up
goes
taking
herself.
advantage and like goes instead of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a totally different episode. Now that I think about it,
No, I think Brand's
No, because there was
Yeah.
a reason why
No,
they
yeah.
wanted
why
to
they
get
wanted
out.
to leave and they
Yeah.
had to. Yeah.
They had like there were two girls that were gonna go with them on the ride.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But they were fixing up someone else's like treehouse, and then they were stuck in there. And then
Right.
Megan ended up coming to the treehouse at the end of the episode, and I think Josh was trying to push through like the wall.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I think if I remember
Did
correctly,
it collapse? I can't remember. If
I
it
think
collapsed.
Megan pulled like the string or something to like open the thing, and then Josh ended up just like falling to the ground.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
some good times, man.
man. Good
Shows
TV.
today aren't like they don't.
Yeah,
They're
You're
very
saying-
different before, yeah. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like modern shows, like I can't think of a lot of ones that I like as much as I used
They're
to.
good, but they're not like magical like they
Yeah.
used to be.
Yeah, I think so
They
too.
don't stick with you.
Probably the novelty of like having new shows, and
Especially those Nick
Yeah.
ones too. I mean,
It's probably
SpongeBob,
the like generation too.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not appealing to us, but they're probably appealing
Maybe
to
younger
like
kids are
yeah,
like, "Oh, I
younger
love this
kids.
show."
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
do you think like the younger people now are watching TV as much as we used to?
Well, that's
No.
the other
So many
thing.
different
I think,
shows.
They're
and-
streaming
I
and
would
stuff.
say they got
and,
YouTube
and social
stuff,
media has
Twitch.
taken a little bit
Right.
of that, like TikTok,
Right.
like that's
TikTok, yeah.
they don't like go wake up in Saturday morning or whatever and watch these shows as I used to, at least like Cartoon
Yeah.
Network and Nick, all of that. That was like my comfort.
Yeah, Saturday morning.
Stuff, yeah.
It's channel 7 to 9.
Exactly.
Yeah. Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah,
Even
that was good.
freaking what's it called? Adult Swim, like all like in Cartoon Network at that time, like all these shows that came out, like were like Robot Chicken and stuff. I remember watching that. It was just like
Robot
messed
Chicken.
up, but yeah,
Those were like the original DJ hours.
I love it. Or
Late
like
night.
the anime stuff, like they had in
Yeah.
Inuyasha stuff like that. I
The
love that
Toonami
show.
stuff.
Toonami, yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
But they've been doing
Yeah.
like reboots with that. That's like been on and off. It's not been
Oh, yeah?
consistent. Yeah, Toonami and I know Adult Swim is a thing, but they're
Yeah.
trying to like reinvent that because I don't think they're.
Recapture the magic.
Yeah, the viewership
Yeah.
count is what it once was.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What else?
What about you, Brian? What did you used to like watching?
Everything. Name a channel.
Were you a Nickelodeon guy or a Cartoon Network
Yeah,
guy or
both,
Disney?
man.
There's Disney, yeah.
Oh,
one
Disney.
of my favorite shows
Because
growing up
Disney's more
was
like live
Yeah.
action, or not live action, but like
Like
actual actors
like
and actresses.
sitcoms and
Yeah,
stuff.
so,
Yeah.
like
but one of my favorite shows growing up, for at least for Nickelodeon, was Danny Phantom.
Hell yeah.
And it's
Oh,
still
yeah,
is
dude.
one of my
Yeah.
favorite
It's a good show.
shows. I actually dressed up as Danny Phantom
I
for
know
Halloween.
that was
Sick.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great costume. It's also
Yeah.
unique because I've never actually seen anybody do it before. You know,
Yeah.
and it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
too.
it's
Some
definitely
people
DIY,
actually buy like the pre-made costume, and I just kind of
There's actually
did
a
a
pre-made
DIY
costume for
version.
him?
Oh, really?
I wouldn't
Wow.
Yeah,
doubt
you
it.
could. Yeah,
like a
Easy cosplay.
Yeah, like a little.
yeah. I just
Yeah,
wore
it's
like
probably, like,
black
something like
skinny
that.
jeans. I wore like kind of like a black sweater or whatever. I printed out like the D logo, and I like on like printer paper, and then I put on top of cardboard, cut it out, and then I
Yeah.
taped that. Like it was ratchet as fuck. I just taped it to my chest.
You gotta do what you gotta
like,
do.
and like white sneakers, and it was really easy. Oh, and I got some like a white dye spray, and I sprayed
Oh,
my
I
hair.
remember you sprayed
Oh,
it.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Like that Halloween party. I think.
Because like it looked like I had dandruff.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
very. It was very like that, like the
Yeah.
material.
No, I went to a party and everyone's like, "Oh, I like your hair." They would touch it and it would like flake.
Flake out.
Yeah.
Was it the
like,
one I
oh.
had? Then I think about it.
What?
Was it that one? Where they were touching it? Because I remember spray painting.
I went to
it.
more than one party.
Oh,
so
because I remember I did it like
Oh,
right
cool
before
guy.
you
Okay,
came
let's
here.
go,
I
Yeah,
I
you
go
wanted
to
to show
one
off his
Halloween
costume.
party. I went to multiple.
to
Big
two
flex.
parties
Yeah.
that day.
Big flex.
yeah,
I'm
'Cause I think we went to meet up.
any party.
we went to like a meetup together.
We did, but
yeah.
you didn't spray paint it then because like I don't
No, I
think you
was
had
too
the spray.
lazy. I'm just like, 'cause
That one was fun.
yeah.
Holy shit, there's so many people at that
Yeah.
one too.
A lot of people didn't recognize that I was Danny Phantom.
It was only like one girl at like when we were walking in. I think she was like, "Oh, Danny
Dang,
Phantom."
their childhood, bro.
But the
What
people
was their
that did
childhood
recognize
Turns
me,
to
they were
boomers.
just like, yeah, the people that did recognize me, like they hugged me and they're just like, bro,
Dang.
like that's one of my favorite
Really got
characters.
yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
It was an older crowd. Like I think a
Oh.
lot of them were in their mid 30s.
It's like,
so they just missed
yeah, it
the
was spread out
cutoff.
like 20s to 30s. I think is like the group. I think it's
That makes sense then.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like what other shows. For Disney Channel,
Sweet Life.
That was Zach
Sweet
and
Life.
Cody.
is
Sweet Life,
Disney,
yeah, Sweet Life.
Sweet Life.
That's
Zach
a
Cody on deck.
Raven.
That's a Raven. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one.
I'm trying to remember.
Corey's in the house.
Dude, my favorite anime of all time.
What else was on
what a
Disney?
show.
Oh, they did High School Musical, the movies. That was like
Yeah, they had
really
a
big.
Full ass trilogy or something.
No, there's like
Oh my
4 or
God,
5.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
Four
a
or
lot of
five?
them. Yeah,
Wow.
there's a lot of
I thought it
them.
was
Yeah.
3.
I know they made like a reboot. It's like speaking of reboots, they made that and reboot
brought
too.
that back?
Yeah, they did it on Disney Plus.
Oh, of course.
I mean,
Yeah.
they've been trying to do that because like they don't have a lot of content, so they've been trying to get
Right.
more
Yeah.
like of that throwback stuff. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the people like us
to
reinvested
get
into
back
it.
into
Right,
it.
Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
They're beating a dead horse, but I've seen like the Disney originals, and it's not funny at all.
Really?
They're very
newer
like try
stuff?
hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They try to be quirky, but it's not like at all.
It's not hitting.
Yeah, because I think there's one. I was watching like Ant Farm. There
I remember
was
that show.
one.
Oh yeah, I heard of that about that.
There's stuff newer.
Lab
than that,
Rats. Yeah, there's even
Lab
newer
Rats.
I remember
ones.
Lab Rats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's probably even newer stuff. But those are the ones that I could newer gen than
Yeah.
the ones.
Do you guys remember like Wizards of Waverly Place?
Oh,
that's
yeah.
another one too.
Selena
That's a good one. I love
Gomez,
that
like
one.
that's when
I
she
remember
kind of
that.
like hit.
Was that
the
her
scene.
first big role? Yeah.
Yeah. Now she's
Singer.
she's
still
she's
acting.
mostly a singer.
Actor.
But she was like in that Hulu show. I think that's the last time I saw her in anything like with what's that fucking comedian? Steve Martin or something like that. I forgot what it's called.
Steve Martin.
Yeah, they were in
Oh,
the show.
that was
together.
confusing though, with, like Chris Martin for some reason. I'm like,
The guy from Coldplay.
Coldplay.
I know, right? No, but I heard
It's,
it's
like,
good. Some people
Canadian.
have said at work that it's like actually pretty funny and like you
Okay.
know all of that.
Yeah. A lot of cartoons, like that we've watched, like a lot of them did originate from like Canada.
Really?
Like when I like for example, like I just mentioned Danny Phantom like a couple minutes ago, because I was watching it as the episodes were releasing.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of season 2 there was like a long hiatus. But I
yeah.
would search up Danny Phantom season 3, and I think that was the last season.
Yeah, sounds
and it
right.
would come up on Daily Motion. I'm just like, wait, how is this on Daily Motion?
Daily
Motion.
But it's not on Nickelodeon.
What?
And then like I saw the logo and it said Teletoon, and then I
like, what is
figured
this?
like that's a Canadian company. And I watched the entirety of season 3 and like the movie. I think there was a movie.
the movie was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Movie too. Wow.
So I knew like the whole like all like the spoilers with like Danny and Sam like falling in love
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I'm
Oh,
like
wow.
I've been shipping them from the very beginning.
Of course.
Yeah. No, there were AMVs on YouTube of
Oh my God,
like
AMVs.
them like yeah, they were like making out or whatever, and the music would be like Linkin Park's. Like,
It's
in
always
the
Linkin
end.
Park.
early 2000s as fuck.
I'm just like, wait, where are they getting this footage from? And it was all from like
Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Canadian like stuff. So yeah, a lot of the Nickelodeon shows kind of originate from Teletoon, and then I believe Nickelodeon like buys the rights to the shows, and then they started streaming it. But that was the great thing about the internet back then. Very
Was
unregulated.
it? Was it great?
Watching things
Dude, it's
Daily
on
Motion,
unregulated.
AMV.
You can watch shows for free. Like you could watch anime for free, but
Did you
now
ever do
like
like part 1 of 3 or whatever? It's,
on
like, split
YouTube,
up.
Yeah.
and then you have it like on the top right of the screen,
Yeah,
so they
exactly.
don't get like demonetized or copyright struck in.
I remember that.
I don't mind the part 1 of 3 because we have
long as they have all the parts.
advertisements anyways.
Yeah.
yeah.
Commercials were long as hell. Like back
Thank
in the
goodness
day.
DVRs.
They
a
definitely
thing.
have changed.
real.
You're right. I was
It's
thinking
like
that
5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then
You're right. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
like the cable days were definitely different than what it is now. Even
yeah,
with
you
streaming.
watch an episode of SpongeBob. It's like 15 minutes, and then there's a 5 minute like commercial break
commercial
or whatever.
break, yeah.
It's like
It's like, what is
like now we just have like a minute, and you could skip ads.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's DVR and stuff like that.
Honestly, I
Skip
do like
ads.
the whole ads now. Like that, I think about it because like I'm watching a movie, so I watch Tubi stuff a lot, and that one's great because it has a lot of niche stuff. But like, there's times in the movie where I'm like, dude, I want to go to the bathroom or grab a snack, and then it's like the perfect timing, and they're actually like decently sized. Like they're not too
Okay.
long or too short.
I'd say like, especially in a movie sense, I think having an ad would probably like for me just like ruin
Take
the
you out of it.
immersion.
It
Yeah.
sucks,
Yeah.
but it's like
It's just
I'm
like
like
a-
glad to take that break too. Well, for shows it's the best because it's
Shows,
kind of like
yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's like with a movie you really want to see.
Yeah,
These
you
other
just, like-
ones are just like kind of I don't know
like, yeah.
lower quality and budget, but it's
Gotcha.
like whatever.
Yeah, it always ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I've
You know,
noticed
the
that too.
commercial.
you get back on, you're just like, I forgot what happened.
like, "Where am I?"
Every time,
Yeah.
dude.
Or even like episodes. Like I remember was watching like Saturday Morning Kids and like you'd watch Yu-Gi-Oh or
Oh
whatever.
my god.
Dragon
And it's
Ball
just-
Z.
yeah.
and
And be like
Beyblade.
cliffhangers, like, oh, I find out next week what
like,
happens.
no!
I'm like, no.
So worse.
Yeah. Nowadays, I like to just wait until like a season
Binge
is
it.
done, and and then
Yeah.
binge
It's the
it.
best way to do
get
it, I
that.
think. Yeah.
That's what I'm doing with Hell's Kitchen right now. But I'm
Do you
pretty sure
watching it
season's-
too? No fucking way.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. I have a channel on my Samsung which is like 24/7 every season
Hell's
until
Kitchen?
like I think the 18th or something from the first one.
Wow.
And they do that too. The cliffhangers for like the commercials and stuff. And like, oh, like who's gonna get eliminated or whatever else, or like,
Yeah.
what does he think about the dish? And it's
Right.
like
Cuts
it cuts
commercial.
out, and I'm like, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that show's awesome.
Yeah, I just think with like binging, I think it's all time. It's I think the older we get, we don't have as much time. So
Yeah.
I appreciate more like weekly watching it, and then because like you, depending on the episode, like for example, like normal episodes like 20-30 minutes, but if like you watch like a live series, it's maybe like an hour. So like an hour a week, every week until the series is done is good instead of like watching like 8 hours, 12 hours straight. So
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
perspective on what you think's best and how much flexibility of time you have. So
I'm
Depends
glad
on
I
the
did that with
episodes,
Game
too.
of Thrones because, like, oh my god, that show's long.
That
Even
show's
though it's like,
long as hell.
I don't know. I think it was like what 12 episodes, and then they got shorter as the season
Yeah.
went on. But I'm glad I watched it like weekly because it's like I can't imagine binging that. It's just a
Hours
lot.
of
It's
episodes.
hard to get into it as like a newer person, but a lot of people have gotten into it even after it's been done.
But then, what if you get busy and then you just don't watch it for a while, and you don't have the motivation to like
And
get
that
back
happens.
into
But
it?
even
Yeah.
then, you could still
Because
catch
you'd have
up.
to rewatch like the old episodes, and it's
Yeah.
just like a waste of time.
No, but that's why they
I
have those
guess,
recaps and stuff.
yeah, usually like
it's- it
2-3
helps
minutes recap or whatever.
At least it's not like half of the episode.
Depends on
God.
One Piece.
One
One Piece.
Piece.
Half the
For
episode's
Bleach,
dedicated.
it was like
to
half the
recaps.
episode was a recap. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I hate that shit.
That's times
terrible.
have changed because it was like weekly series, so like they're running out of content
Yeah.
from the manga to use.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh,
why they had
wow.
to like make fillers or I have a whole episode dedicated to
Just
recap.
recapping.
Yeah. Can you imagine if like American cartoons did that? Like too many people would complain.
Be awful.
Yeah, they would hate it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mad.
I think most of the shows, like like Danny Phantom, SpongeBob.
Very
you
Odd
don't-
Parents. Very Odd Parents.
that's-
Yeah,
That was a good
you don't
one.
have to watch
Same
the
guy that
other
made
episodes
Danny
in the
Phantom,
season to know what's going on.
Yeah, it's all episodic.
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah.
Except for maybe like the movies. But yeah, I kind of prefer those kind of shows as well. Family Guy.
Just jumping whenever.
Family Guy is awesome.
Yeah,
Family
it's
Guy.
still going.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
like
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Yep, yep.
That has to be the longest running show ever. Well,
probably
maybe Doctor Who. Probably
Doctor Who's still going.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
been
dang.
since the 60s, yeah.
Wow.
Is it longer than One Piece?
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, way longer than that.
Crazy. Yeah.
That's the
Is it
true
still-
milestone One Piece is trying to catch up to. Is be as
Doctor
long
Who.
as Doctor Who.
Yeah.
could.
Is it still as good quality as it was like back in the day? I've never watched Doctor Who.
I never watched it.
I've seen a couple episodes, but like newer stuff of I forgot what the guy was called. He was in Jessica Jones, I think was the show. He
Oh,
was like
okay.
one of the bad guys. I forgot
There's
his
multiple
name.
Doctor
David something.
Who's. It's not
Yeah.
just
Yeah, so that's why it's
Oh,
like
really?
you go into a generation. I think they even like changed somebody just recently.
So it's like JoJo's.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
New
kind of like
protagonist each
that.
time.
It's a very
Gotcha.
generational thing, and then sometimes they bring them together through like multiverse stuff.
Oh,
I don't know,
God.
like some time travel stuff.
Hard to
Because they
follow.
brought back a lot of the older doctors I've heard from like newer stuff. Like
Oh,
my
wow.
friend's a big fan of that and told me about.
Are
that.
are they all guy doctors or do they?
There's a
switch
girl
up?
doctor. Like I think it was the last
was
one
recent.
before this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And that was like the first one ever. Because it's like
Yeah.
it's an alien. The doctor's like it's not a human, but it just takes the shape, I think, of something.
Oh,
like
it's a
that.
shapeshifter.
Something
thought it
like
was
that.
like a
yeah.
person,
I
like
still
a
even
real
don't
doctor.
understand it to be
No,
honest.
Like a real doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I
a
don't
medical doctor.
That's what
That's what I thought at
Yeah.
first,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's like totally.
So what is it like? More like a crime scene stuff?
Like
It's
time
it's
travel?
definitely sci-fi,
sci-fi-ish?
super
Okay.
like complex sci-fi stuff. Because it's like I still don't understand like the whole like those things that we're going in depth to. Like his like thing, he has like a booth or something. That's how he travels to different dimensions or time.
Timelines.
Like
Yeah.
I forgot what it's
Periods
called
or whatever.
Yeah, and there's like robots, and it's standard sci-fi, but they try to put like fun elements into it too. It is funny as well too. That's why people I think like it. But yeah,
Yeah. No, I like shows that like mix different genres.
I think it's the best. Yeah, I mean Sopranos. I was talking with somebody
Oh,
recently
I still
about
have
that.
to watch that.
It's
That
like
one
one of
is-
my favorite shows.
Well, it's
Watched
and I
it.
was saying because it's like I remember like so many episodes I was like laughing my ass off, but then there's parts where it was like it got
We're
dark,
super deep.
It gets really dark. There is especially one with his kid. I remember. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, I don't want to like spoil it in case nobody's
It's really
seen
dark,
it, but
yeah.
it gets super
Yeah.
dark, and I'm like, wow.
The
like,
show's
whoa.
about gangs, right?
It's
Mobsters.
mafia.
With the
Mobsters,
precious.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I
Was
know
one-
how
was
it
that made?
ends,
In
but I
the
don't really know
70s?
what it's about.
No, that
Later?
was
Earlier?
It's
Early-
99, I think, was the
99.
first season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that old? I thought it
yeah.
was
No,
like,
it's very
okay.
early 2000s when it
Yeah.
ended. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's cool. I mean, I wish they would kind of still do stuff in that. I feel like they could do stuff, but like,
Bring it back.
yeah, they made that movie, and
Okay, that movie was kind of.
it was okay, but I feel like it could have even been better. Like
Yeah, it
especially with
definitely
the cast was great.
Yeah.
Like they got the guy from The Punisher or stuff like that.
Oh,
That was
okay.
awesome. Like he did a good job, I think. Yeah.
He's a good actor.
But The Bear's another one that's more even recent that does that genre.
Oh, I kind of want to
thing.
watch that too.
It's
that
an
one.
amazing show, honestly. It's very like
It's kind of like superheroes, but like they're not necessarily good guys.
no, that's
I think
it's
about-
about cooking.
Another thing about something
I'm
else.
probably
That's,
confusing.
that's
with
like that
something else.
Amazon.
Oh, The
yeah.
Boys.
The Boys.
The Boys.
Yeah,
okay.
there you go.
That one's
It
awesome.
starts with a B.
That's a good show too.
This is the Boys podcast. We're changing the name.
The Boys.
Yeah, bro.
That's
No,
a really good
that's
show.
an awesome show. I love that. But that's even
Yeah.
based off of like source
comic.
material, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's honestly superseded it. I was kind of finding out some plot points from the comic book, and they've done it
They
way
changed a
different.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like it honestly. But no, The Bear's about cooking. It's like a Chicago cook, like a beef restaurant and all of that, and the struggles and all of that comes with it.
Oh, that one just came out, right? I think
Yeah.
I've seen ads on that.
So
one.
the guy from Shameless, he's like the lead actor on it. Jeremy Allen White, I think is his name. I hope I didn't
Did
butcher.
they
but
name
yeah.
it after the Chicago Bears?
No,
That's what I was like when you
No,
said the Bears.
they-
I thought you were
they,
like Chicago
Like
Bears.
this is a show about football. Yeah.
I'm like, but that doesn't make sense.
So
of what
it's
we're talking about.
interesting because I thought that too, but I think these have the significance at the end of why I guess the show is that at the end of the
Is
first season.
named that.
But I think
Yeah.
honestly, it's because Chicago just has something with like bears are a big part of like the symbol of Chicago or like culture. Because like you obviously have the team, but in the flag of Chicago, like there's a bear, right, or something like that. I don't know. The
I don't
older
think
flag.
so.
I don't know. Maybe I'm
Because
imagining.
the new one is like the blue, and then
Oh,
it has
the
like
blue
and
and
then
the
it has like
red
the
stars.
white
Yeah.
star, 3 or 4 red stars or whatever.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
maybe
know.
an older one. I don't
maybe,
know.
Maybe like older. Yeah, but it's just like.
But I don't think
interesting.
there's any
No,
influence.
not here.
I mean, that I can think of. Yeah.
I feel
yeah.
gaslighted. I'm just like, there's a bear.
There's a bear.
There's a
Yeah.
bear.
Not-
There's big
not even
influences
paying
in
attention.
bears
Bears
in
everywhere.
Chicago.
There's like a tiny bear. Like you have
Like
to
a
zoom in.
Mandela.
It's inside of one of like the stripes or whatever.
Yeah. You have the magnifying glass.
There's a bear.
Yeah.
It's like the Where's Waldo on the Chicago or the Illinois.
Wait, have you guys seen that movie, Cocaine Bear?
I saw it.
know,
in
I see
theaters,
it.
yeah.
Good movie.
I want
You
to.
watched it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that it actually was a thing. Like what?
Yeah.
There's like a based off true events. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
It's inspired by true events.
Like it didn't
Yeah.
happen
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
no, but like the thing with the ambulance, that was like.
I thought you were gonna say
close.
that's real. I'm
That
like,
was
nah.
real.
No, but
That was in
it was
Chicago.
close. There was something with an ambulance or something. I think that's what
Yeah.
happened. Yeah.
Like, what would you have done if you were in that situation?
Jesus Christ, it's scary. It's kind of like a horror movie. I thought of
Because the bear
movie
was
like that.
smart. Like,
Well, yeah, it wasn't.
so-
It wasn't a stupid bear. It was
Coked
smart.
up.
Yeah, but it's just like a raging amount of chaos, like a 4-ball of chaos that's just coming at you, and it's just like you can only hide in a tree. Most of the movie is like them hiding in the tree because they couldn't get down, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, if you go down, he's gonna eat you alive like at the second that he gets.
But bears could climb trees, though. I mean, obviously, it's
And
a
he
movie.
did.
Okay.
Oh,
and he did, and then that's why they were like, "Oh, what the fuck did we do?" Because they're like freaking out. They're like,
Like, oh,
"Oh
we're
my
fucked."
god!"
Yeah.
But it's terrifying. Like I never thought how terrifying a bear could be until that movie. It's like
Well,
that's
bears
what I
are
thought.
pretty smart, though.
Yeah,
They're smart and they're
then that
strong as
movie,
fuck.
it's like it's smart
And fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think they could go like 20, 25 miles an hour, like running.
Yeah, and that's what that scene in the movie, like the ambulance, he was like sprinting towards that thing, even though they were going fast. But it's very Hollywood style.
Yeah.
of
Of
course.
Like, yeah.
No, I was laughing my ass off.
It was
Watch that
hilarious,
movie.
dude.
But I thought the bear was gonna kill like one of the kids, and I'm like, I don't want to watch it.
like,
get
oh,
pulled
I
apart.
think a lot of
Oh,
people had
jeez.
that, and I was like,
Yeah.
dude, it's gonna
It
get
was like,
really.
I was wondering if they were gonna like push that boundary and actually like rip a kid apart. I'm like, it's like,
Turns
super
really gory
graphic.
Yeah.
real
Like,
quick.
It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
I'm okay with like the adults because like
And it
they've
was
lived
pretty
like a long
gory
time.
in
Yeah.
itself,
Yeah.
but yeah, like when with kids, it's like a whole nother area.
Ball game,
Yeah.
ballpark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing with.
Same thing with like animals. I don't like when animals like dogs or whatever get killed.
I know that's always sad. It's always hard
Yeah,
to
like
watch.
they didn't do anything to you.
Like I just saw John Wick for the first time, the first one.
First one.
Okay.
And yeah, that scene
Yeah.
where-
He's
like,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
like, because I was like, dude, like it was such a sweet little beagle, and then it's like you get attached to it, even if it's so short. And it was like I could understand why he goes
just
and
like,
does what he
damn.
does. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's anything though. Like, for example, like having cows and stuff like slaughtered. I mean, I feel bad for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
If I were to watch it or chickens killed, if I were to watch it, I'd probably be like scarred. But since I don't see it, I could still like
You still
eat
eat
it.
it?
Yeah. So I'd probably have like a new like
yeah,
look
it
on
was
life.
hard. I mean, what were you gonna say?
Oh, controversial opinion, but I don't really care about cows.
Why?
If they die in a movie, it's like, I mean, they were gonna die anyways.
Yeah,
Were they?
It's like, fuck that. That's my burger right there.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like a certain attachment to dogs and cats.
Yeah, no,
just
that
kind of like
makes sense.
you know, pet like more like domesticated pets, even like a bird or something like that.
but like that's what like those.
Well, those are
filmmakers
farms
and
though.
stuff,
You get domesticated.
What about pigs? Do you care if a pig
Yeah. Oh,
dies?
yeah, pigs.
I mean, I've seen a pig get slaughtered when I was
Like, really?
They're
yeah,
just
when
like
I was in the
that.
Philippines. Like,
Oh, really?
because we had
Lechon.
we straight up had like a farm,
Which is like
and-
fried, like it's like not for like what do you call it? Fried
fried pork.
pig. Yeah,
like, yeah,
Oh, that
like-
sounds really
yeah.
good, actually.
It's like a whole pig, and
Yeah.
it's like
Oh,
fried.
yeah,
I think I've seen that
yeah.
before, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll put like an apple in
In
its
the
Yeah, yeah,
That's
okay.
about-
Yeah, I've seen it before.
They do that in Mexican culture as well, right?
In Puerto
I don't
Ricans
know.
do it. Yeah,
Oh,
no, they
really?
eat a lot of pork for
Really?
sure. Compared to like Mexicans, yeah, they eat a lot of pork.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, we have like a party, and it's just like it's the main
Well,
thing. that
pastor
everyone
is
wants
like
to get.
pork, right?
Yeah.
Like marinated pork. Right?
Yeah, so I guess
So
in the
that's-
tacos.
yeah.
but like even like because I've had a lot of Puerto Rican dishes, I annoyed a lot of people, and like they are like. It's hard not to eat pork. That's why it was like. Well, I went through like speaking of what we were saying, like seeing like animals get slaughtered. I remember I saw this thing from my health class that was it was literally how they make like all the meat, and it was disgusting.
oh.
Yeah, and I stopped eating pork for it. I honestly tried not to eat it because of that, just because of the way they prepare it and all of that. It's really different, but
And then you have
Yeah.
other ways you could kill things, like instead of getting slaughtered, like the halal way, you
Yeah.
know, like a humane
Oh
way
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
slaughter.
true. Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why we're
For
Middle
halal,
Eastern people.
does it just mean that they're not killed in a factory, or is it they wait till they're old and then they just die of natural causes?
I'm not sure.
I think it's not in the factory. They just
Okay.
do it quickly and painlessly, or they try
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've watched that like McDonald's documentary.
Oh, that
Super
one
Size
is
Me?
too.
There's a
Super
that
Size Me or
one,
something
and there's-
else?
I think there's another one.
There
too.
was something about how they make it. Yeah,
Yeah, like the
because they
chicken
got a lot of
nuggets,
shit for
pretty,
that. I
yeah.
think when that came out. I mean, same
Yeah.
for Super Size Me as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember there probably during high school, it was like the pink like meat.
Oh, the
that-
slime.
Yeah,
I remember
that
seeing
was
those
gross.
pictures. Yeah, that
Yeah.
That's
was.
gross.
Pink slime.
and we still eat the chicken nuggets. No,
I know it's so.
Yeah.
so
Because we didn't know
Nazi.
how it was prepared. We just assumed.
Yeah.
like the white inside is not. It's not white by default. Like there's probably like white food coloring.
Of course, yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah. It's like 80% chicken, 20% who knows what.
Preservatives,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Element X or ingredient X or whatever. You just
Soylent
don't
Red
know.
40.
Yeah.
Yeah. I worked at Burger King for like 3 years, and I remember the whole like all the rumors where it's like horse meat, something
Oh,
like that.
horse. Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
Of.
What?
But because I was talking to one of my managers at the time, and I asked her like, so the thing that says 100% beef, is it truly 100% beef? And she told me that that's just the name of the brand.
The brand is called
Wait,
100%
what?
beef.
It's not a
Genius.
description; it's just the brand. So,
Oh, okay.
if Burger King, if you're out there, don't attack me.
There goes our
But,
sponsor.
Yeah. Our sponsor for this
Yeah.
episode is actually.
Yeah. But I definitely still ate the burgers. Like it's at least 8% real meat. You know,
It definitely
At
tastes
least,
different.
yeah, at least
from
I think
other ones,
the
yeah.
newer ones, when they went to like the grill top, I think
Yeah.
those ones are better burgers. Can't remember how they tasted before then because I went to the
grill top.
You know, like the grill and you have like the lines on them.
Yeah, the
you
char
know?
on them
The
or
char,
whatever.
yeah,
like
yeah.
charred burgers. Yeah.
That's what they eventually like transitioned to. Because when in uni, I had they went transitioned to those, and those were really good. I don't know how I can't remember how they tasted before they made that change, and I think they changed them how they're made now again too.
Yeah.
I think.
When I was working at Burger King, everything was done like through like a flame broiler. Like you would get like the raw frozen
really?
patties,
Yeah.
put it through like a conveyor belt, and it goes into like a oven or like a flame oven or whatever, and it cooks it from like the bottom. And then the conveyor belt is set to like a certain speed, so that
Does it flip it? Does it like have like a Z thing where it like goes down this way?
No, it
and then
doesn't
like
flip at all.
Flips like that way or some shit like that.
It doesn't flip at all. It just goes
Okay.
to the very end and falls down into like a PHU like pan. But it's kind of risky because like there's a timer like based off like what button you press on the conveyor belt, because you could do like grilled chicken, like the Whopper meat, and you could do
There's a lot of cross contamination with that too. If you're putting like chicken,
All
and
these
meat.
different ones?
yeah, different
Yeah,
types
now
of
that you
meats
think
on
about
that.
it, right?
yeah.
True.
Unless
but-
it's some way to sanitize it, which I doubt.
Yeah.
Well, they have different like conveyor
they're-
belts for different
Oh,
meats.
okay, gotcha.
But,
gotcha. That's just the
sometimes-
same
Okay.
one.
Yeah, that's what I thought when you were describing it. Like that was
Like,
it.
oh,
But sometimes to shortcut
I'm surprised
it,
I haven't got sick from there yet.
for real.
No, because like sometimes it gets really busy, and we want to use one of the ones that's meant for chicken, but
So there is
for
no
Whopper
cross
meat,
Oh, so you do it.
you can
Only
change
when
the
it's busy.
you could change the button. It's like no one's ordered chicken for like 6 hours. We might as well cook burgers on this one. And someone forgets to switch it from chicken to Whoppers, and chicken takes a lot longer to cook. So like people will load like 30 patties on there, and they all come out burnt.
Oh wow.
Or they'll try to cook
no.
chicken in like the Whopper setting, like they forget to change it, and they all come out raw, and then that infects the whole pan. So now you have to waste all that stuff,
Damn.
clean it, and then that takes up even more time, and the customers are waiting,
Getting
and
angry.
everything's just like
Yeah, and it's
Piled,
fast
man.
food, so it's like they
Yeah.
demand it like that.
5
you know?
minutes
That's
or
the
less.
thing.
5
Yeah.
minutes or less.
yeah, definitely a lot of horror stories with fast food.
Well, I think like any job, like minimum wage paying job, like either it's like I did retail, there's fast
God.
food.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
So anything like that, there's always like horror stories or traumatic things that go on. Because remember, I had worked at retail, and it was just seasonal. So it was like during like the New Year's, Christmas time. I remember there was like this one kid that threw at least like 200 shirts, and we like spent like 4 hours holding all of them, bro. I'm just like, gosh.
there's no limit on like how long was he there for?
probably 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was just like, what an asshole.
Did you have like a cart just full of clothes or something?
Yeah,
like
because we have like the manual like clothes folder where you just like put the shirt on like this,
Yeah.
and then you like flip one side, and then you flip
Yeah.
the other
Oh,
side,
yeah.
and you flip the bottom or whatever. But it's like only one shirt at a time. You can't like and like because if you do multiple, they're all like in that one fold. So you had to like do like one by one, like 200
Yeah.
shirts, which sucked.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't do that anymore. Like you have to get one of those tags that says like maybe 15, which means like you can
Or
only
just
have
get
up to 15.
hangers.
Yeah, for real.
That.
So easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, just reduce the amount of ones that are foldable.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it sucks. I was like, I don't get paid enough to deal with it.
Do you guys still
Yeah.
buy clothes from stores or do you just buy it online?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I do mostly online.
Oh, really? I can't do that. Like I feel like I'm in
You have to
between
try it on,
sizes.
right, and see
Yeah.
how it looks too, because it's
I-
hard. It's
Yeah,
hard.
like sometimes I can fit in something medium, where it's kind of like tying the shoulders.
Oh,
back,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's a
whatever.
problem for me too.
Yeah, or I could wear something that's large and it just doesn't fit my arms or whatever. So
Or it just looks longer, like because I don't know, like it's just different,
Yeah.
like the style of it. You know.
But also, you have like shopping things or shopping stores that are only available like online. Because like
Yeah.
where he
Oh,
gets
yeah.
his stuff, it's like
Atsuko.
100% online. They don't have like a
have
physical
no
like brick and mortar
stores.
store.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he probably is more like 100% online because
Yeah.
our sponsor for this.
Hey, no Atsuko.
I don't know if you guys like noticed this at all, but I just find that I'll go to like a store to look for something specific and they never have it in stock.
Yeah.
But it's always in stock
Online.
for Amazon.
Of
So I
course.
mean that's why Amazon just keeps getting
taking
bigger
over.
and bigger.
Yeah, for sure.
Because a lot of stores don't want to buy too much inventory because they're not really expecting people to shop there. But I'm the kind of person I'd rather just drive somewhere for 5 minutes and find it, but they usually don't have anything. Because I'd rather.
Well, you
just
could
get
check
day
online
off.
too.
Yeah.
Well, you can see like
They
with
tell you the
availability.
stores.
Yeah, what
Sometimes
has
they
it.
tell you it's in stock, but then you get there and it's like something went wrong.
It's very rare, yeah, because they
it's
have
been
like
happening
the,
more often
the
now.
Yeah.
whatever, like they have like the stock in,
Yeah.
in there, and it says it's like, oh, it may be
There's
raw
like one left
because
two
they say
left or
like
whatever.
people steal it, so it's like, oh, it's like
That's actually a good point.
yeah, right. Because that happened a lot with when I used to work at Kohl's and then like other ones too. Like it was like always that they were like, oh, there, I thought there was like here, and it was
just
like, well,
gone.
we probably just had it stolen. you
That's
know?
the big thing with retail for sure. Is
Yeah.
That's why they're having more of like those ink tag things. So if you go, I mean, there's probably ways around it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, probably.
Past the sensors, but you have like that ink tag. So that's why like they usually like use the staple thing to take off the ink tag. So, and there's obviously like alarm thing with that ink tag being on the clothing too. So,
Yeah.
but there probably is a way. Probably people that steal, they have like some workaround. I don't know how.
yeah,
They always find a
has
way.
to,
Yeah.
right?
Isn't there a policy now that well, it's been around for a while, but generally like if you're an employee of like you work for like retail and you see somebody stealing something that might be considered like cheap, like it's better like they tell you not to like pursue
I think
the
in general,
thief
it's not even
because
just,
it's dangerous.
Yeah, they say don't do
Yeah.
anything. Don't try
Yeah.
to stop them.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
also Toys R Us. Yeah.
Oh wow.
They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, don't do anything. Just
Yeah.
tell someone.
Yeah.
Really? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just have cameras. They'll like,
Yeah,
find the
exactly.
person because I think, well, it could lead to a lawsuit if you chase them and then they attack the employee and like injure them or kill them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're
Then
live.
yeah.
They lose more money through that lawsuit than if they lost the item.
Products.
Yeah, because
so-
now they're on camera, they could just track the person down,
Yeah.
and at that
Yeah.
point, it's happened a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
You got CCTV and all that stuff. Even if you leave the store, there's still like cameras
yeah.
on streets and whatnot to like hopefully find whoever stole it.
You hear a dog?
I heard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear a
That's
dog.
the
Yeah.
only one.
Yapping.
but hopefully it's not caught on.
I think it wants
Audio.
us to talk
Probably
about
not.
dogs
I don't
again.
think so.
He's like, I heard you
Escape
talking
dogs.
about.
Yeah, yeah.
They're running
Um,
here.
I had a friend. Well, this is not about dogs, but this
This
is
is about clothes still.
Not about clothes, but when she was
About
like
retail.
little,
Random.
yeah, the
About
friend
people
who-
stealing stuff. Oh man.
Oh man.
You just steal dogs, man. No. My friend, when she was like little, like she might have been like 7. She knew fully what she was doing, but she stole a bike from like Target. She just walked it out and just pretended like she didn't
That's
know
the
any
first.
better.
I've never heard that.
Test,
Jeez.
test
They just let
riding
her,
it.
like nothing happened.
Wow.
Yeah, Toys R Us people would ride the bikes around.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
people
yeah, I
ride
remember
the
that.
bike
They
in the
didn't have
store.
like alarm
Yeah.
systems.
They just
It's
ride
like-
out with it.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they didn't really, so they didn't have any alarm systems, and she just like she knew what she was doing, but she pretended like she was younger than she was, and she didn't know what she was doing. And
Dang.
she
Well, I
just
mean, when you're
left with that man.
7, I mean,
Yeah.
Right. We could get
So a lot of employees just probably thought that
I was just a kid.
She came with
Yeah.
the bike and
Yeah.
that's the thing though. Being a kid though, you get away with so much.
a
stuff.
lot. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I've never stolen anything when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah. Because I always thought I'd get in trouble. Like, I wasn't smart enough to like, do certain
I
things.
know that's what I think is like. I couldn't do it
Yeah.
either because of that.
But as an adult, like during college, I used to steal like avocados. I'm not even kidding.
Why
No, 'cause, like,
Why is that?
It's like the most.
I lived in the city.
Of all the things you could steal, it's like I'm gonna steal these
I lived in the
avocados.
city, and like it's just like they were like $2 a piece, and my mom only gave me like $50 like every 2 weeks for food.
Yeah.
So I had to get creative with like how I
I had to get creative. I just
Yeah.
steal these
Come on.
avocados.
Yeah. So
$50 ain't gonna get me these avocados.
dude, I
Steal some
love
every week.
avocados, man.
I see.
They're overpriced.
Yeah, you went to
man.
the
They are
extreme of
overpriced,
stealing
yeah.
them.
They really
Stealing
are.
from them.
Yeah,
Oh, that's wild.
I'd never heard that one before, so that's a new.
yeah. It's
I remember
unique,
during
man.
COVID, like not myself or my family, but like I know friends that did it. Because like the toilet paper and paper towel shortage.
yeah, I was just
People
talking
were
about that with somebody,
People
yeah.
were like stealing them from work and whatnot. So,
Yeah, it's crazy.
And
man.
it's crazy as it makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
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 People going
so
crazy
just like
over it.
hearing you say you're stealing avocados and then
That's
funny.
that one
They're
makes
gonna
more
run
sense
out.
to steal like toilet paper and paper.
Yeah.
Avocados.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
man.
remember like especially like most public places they have those big rolls, you know, of toilet paper.
Yeah.
So they'd take those. So I'm like, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't steal avocados anymore. Obviously.
Not anymore.
I-
Not
like, I-
anymore.
Like, because I was like broke back then, and
Yeah.
Really?
yeah, like it was easy to just like peel off stickers or whatever, but like they don't really care.
Oh, is that how you did it then? You spilled
Yeah.
off sticker?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. But
For a professional
about it.
avocado stealer.
yeah, man, I'm guilty for yeah.
Just
But they're kind of cheaper now. Like I think it's like 60 cents per avocado,
Oh,
and I mean I make a lot more money. So
Yeah, right now.
This
yeah.
man is tripping.
I'm not starving.
yeah, you can buy avocados now. You came up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we should just start growing
That's such a
avocados.
funny story.
Yeah, fun
It's like he
fact.
stole
Stealing
anything. He's like,
avocado.
I stole avocado. He's like, I used to take out the sticker. It was easy.
Master plan.
Yeah, dude. You
like,
just call me
he
the
put like
avocado.
his jacket out like that and just like take out the sticker.
Yeah, no. I would just put in like because I would bring like my own bag for groceries, and it was just kind of like in the bottom.
Wow, yeah.
So I would scan the rest of the things in, but
Avocados.
yeah. Everyone should just call me the avocado man. So,
Uh-oh.
The avocado man.
yeah.
Uh-oh. Maybe channel on YouTube.
Avocado
See him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's
See
the
him.
their channel.
Yeah, man.
Just different, still
How to
different
steal,
stores.
different ways to steal avocados.
There's only one way.
It's just one video. It's a whole channel.
Yeah. I mean, there are like YouTube
Blows
channels.
up, makes like national news. Reporting, we are all out of avocados. in
Avocado
every
shortage
grocery
now.
store.
People are learning from the avocado man.
I mean, there are like YouTube videos on how to like steal like cars and stuff, and
I'm
Oh,
not
because there's
surprised.
like the Kia and the
Oh, they had, like, that whole thing,
Honda and
yeah.
Hyundai or whatever.
or like because you can buy like maybe like a U-lock to secure your bikes, but then there are also like a certain amount of videos that teach you like they'll say like these are the pitfalls of owning this kind of equipment, but they're also teaching like
People how to
thieves
steal.
how to like break it basically.
Right.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really help that much. So,
Dude, but yeah, a lot of TikToks and stuff are now doing that. So I saw there is one, and this was crazy because they do that with avocado. So they will do the sticker of the avocado and they'll put it on something that's obviously not even more expensive, and they get away with it, which is crazy.
you're
to think
half
about.
stealing because you're paying for at least half the value.
Switch the
Yeah.
barcode around.
But like they
Good
would put
old
it on more
bait and
expensive.
switch, you know?
Yeah. But it's crazy how that's taking off. I guess I don't know. It's
Yeah.
weird. I didn't even know.
TikTok
like,
hacks
Yeah, right.
of
Yeah.
crime.
How to commit a
How to
crime.
commit crime. How to commit fraud.
Yeah. Well, avocados shouldn't be overpriced.
That's
That's my opinion.
Fruits
But
in general and
I
stuff,
guess
right?
you
it's essential.
yeah. They don't really make avocados in a lot of places. Like you can get them from Florida and
South
Oh, really?
America, I
probably
think.
like, yeah, or like Mexico or something like that.
Okay.
So that's why like some some years are just way more expensive. Like they just
Well,
have shortage.
is it a seasonal fruit
So, yeah.
though?
Yeah, supply and demand.
Because I know like watermelon is like a summer fruit, so that's why you don't see watermelons in like any other season besides watermelon. But if you were to buy watermelon, it's going to
Yeah.
be inflated because it's out of season.
It's like flowers.
Yeah.
The same
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I'm not
Some
looking at like the
flowers.
trends on like data or anything, but like just because I buy avocados so often, it's
You're just obsessed with
pretty consistently like
Avocado.
it's consistently like 60 to 70 cents each. But before it was like wild, like $2 per avocado.
Yeah, that's too much.
So-
Screw
That's
that.
too much.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
what was I gonna say? Like, I mean, in general, it's just like that with a lot of foods. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Well, now that everything
it's like post-COVID. Yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
economy has changed a lot in terms of that too.
Out of
because the
inflation.
market or
Yeah.
the dollar, let alone $20 doesn't go that far. Or let alone $100. Like you get so much with $100 now, you could like barely even fill up like your cart.
No,
at
that's
all.
my groceries pretty much.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna do a full shopping list of groceries, it's 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Minimum. It's crazy.
how times and inflation and all that stuff.
Yeah. I was looking
Gas
to
and
buy
whatnot.
like another chair so that we can all sit down, and it was like $15 for a foldable chair. I think that's
Damn.
insane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like a cheap
It
foldable
never goes
chair.
on sale, and it's just a chair, man.
Furniture's
Like,
furniture's
Yeah.
stuff,
Foldable chair.
Well, furniture is always expensive though, depending on what you get. I mean, usually like a couch or like a love seat or something like that. It's like a G or something like that.
Yeah.
For good quality
Yeah.
ones, like you got those like Ashley Furniture or like Bob's Furniture or something like that. You know.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you thinking of buying it from when you were looking for that chair?
Just Walmart because
Yeah, Walmart is
I, mean,
pretty.
I wanted the
decent,
chairs
I'd
to like
say.
match.
Oh yeah.
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 But they won't be able to tell, like
They-
the viewers,
they
since
can't
you're
see
sitting
it.
on.
Yeah, right.
I just like that it matches. it's
for
just
you.
like a personal preference.
Your inner
Yeah.
peace.
The style is
Yeah.
always a big thing.
I mean, a lot of the stuff we got from Walmart, like this table, it's from Walmart.
Oh, really? Yeah.
These chairs are from Walmart.
These mics are from Walmart.
No. These mics are from Guitar Center, and they're all used.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
got 'em there? Yeah,
lights
sure.
are
I get a lot of used
This
stuff.
house is
This is from Walmart.
This apartment is from Walmart.
We're all from Walmart.
Walmart owns us.
We're actually employees. We're actually shooting it on
Yeah.
break right now.
It's just a green screen.
Yeah.
Oh, they're calling us back.
Yeah. But I mean, these mic stands are from Temu. And,
Oh, from Temu, really?
yeah. So
Maybe I should
pretty
do that.
decent quality. Yeah.
So you think they have like good musician stuff there then?
Well, the,
I haven't checked.
the technology.
I've only looked for clothes, so I haven't even thought of like.
Oh, I didn't even think about clothes, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't get a microphone from there because they're
Probably crusty.
knockoffs. But
Oh no, not microphones, but just like stands, things that are
Yeah.
they don't need to be good.
like I don't think I had any issues with that one so far.
Yeah, this was good.
Yeah, because that one was they were like $7 a piece, whereas like this mic stand was maybe $70-$80 maybe. So
I think this is actually my favorite brand of microphone. You know that their headquarters are in Skokie, right? You've seen that building?
Temu?
Sure. No,
Really?
Shores
Yeah.
and not Skokie.
That's where the building is. Yeah,
No,
By the
because my
Walmart.
friend works there.
dude, that
I
building.
want to
is
say
nice.
it's like Niles or something like that.
Oh well, yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That because I'm like in between thinking of that area, but no, it's
Yeah.
really nice. It's a huge building. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because Temu's like what, Chinese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chinese.
they're
yeah.
saying it's like kind of like Wish, but more.
Well,
of
it's like the
same.
Chinese Amazon.
Yeah, really,
Get anything on there.
Temu has a way better rep than
really.
like the other like
Wish.
AliExpress.
Yeah.
Alex really got some things from
I
there.
thought you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I got my Akano figure.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I know people that got their-
There's Sheen stuff too. That's
Oh,
for
Shein.
clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually said before.
Well, Shein is good. Like
Is it? I never
AliExpress,
bought
some
from
people get
there.
like Halloween costumes or like
From there.
or cosplay stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say because you're bringing up the whole like how you did the Danny White and Danny Phantom thing.
Danny
I wanna-
White.
Oh,
I want to keep
Dana White.
DIYing my shit because like, dude, these costumes are expensive. The last one I bought for, I think we went together. to
Guess
that
where I got the
party.
Danny Phantom stuff from?
team.
Walmart.
Target.
I've gotten some stuff from Target. Yeah, they have
bro,
quality
they got
shit.
competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I get a lot of stuff from Target. They're decent.
Yeah. It's a little bit more expensive, but I think they have more of a selection.
You have a lot more options for sure.
Yeah.
Like for work stuff, for summer stuff. I go all the time. You know.
Cool. I think we have a couple minutes left, so we got to start wrapping it up.
All right.
Yeah.
You're the host.
What's
And
the
close it
outro?
out. Do the
Close it out.
outro.
Have an
No
outro?
pressure or anything.
I think we had a good conversation. We talked about cartoon shows, dogs, a lot about dogs,
Animals in general.
avocados.
It's the highlight of the whole
Theft.
We can forget about that part, but avocados, and then I think we talk about like jobs, like fast food
Yeah.
and retail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little nostalgia kid shows,
Yeah.
Yeah. Big part for sure.
Drake and Josh.
which
Oh
is
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah.
Good first
Yeah.
experience, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done it. I've done like a radio interview once. This was like years ago, back when I was like with this band, and then like that was pretty much the only experience like doing this, like recording your voice and stuff. Besides that, no, it's cool.
But now we got.
It might be the first
Video.
of many like interviews / podcasts.
Well, this one's like more
I'm
like
looking
chill
forward to
though.
This is, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not like
very
really
laid
an
back.
interview. Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
laid back.
That's kind of what we're trying to go
We
for.
just kind of wing it.
Yeah.
Which is
We're all
good.
worked
sober.
out.
Yeah, it worked. It worked. Just a conversation, pretty much.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
we can talk about that last time because it was pretty cool. You know, like kind of what they like to do for topics and ask you about processes of stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Brian.
Cool.
Wrap up the episode.
Yeah. We're just gonna end it here. This was the Living Room Podcast. Ending it in 3, 2, 1.